So let's start with Maren. I'm still so impressed how you solved that tech issue. I feel like it would have taken me like 2 hours to do that on my side. I'll stop sharing. But so Maren is a life coach and a very, very new mom. And she will be sharing some of the things that she's built. I'm not gonna ruin it too much or spoil it. So let me stop sharing. And Maren, you can take over the screen and we'll just
Yes.
get going.
Awesome. Yeah, happy to be part of this today. As Maria said, I'm a life coach and also a CrossFit coach. And speaking of tiny humans, I have a baby which is 7 weeks old. So this was actually the main reason why Maria and me even got started with this whole AI life and business system because she was joining one of my master classes a while ago, and then I was mentioning maternity leave, and then she was like, I think I have something for you that we should set up, which was absolutely amazing because up to this point, I obviously had a business and I was working for myself already, but I didn't have any. I always compare the AI setup with the masculine structure and then my work as a coach with the feminine energy that I can pour into the structure. And I wanted a website for I think 2 years. I had a CRM which was sitting somewhere else. Like all the tools were scattered in different platforms and applications, which was not ideal. And then this whole project was born before the baby was born. We were giving birth to the AI project first, and it has been absolutely amazing so far. Like obviously in terms of time investment, what I can say is that in the beginning, it always takes a bit longer because you're new to it. I mean, I've never opened Terminal before. I'm sure there's some people on this call who don't know what I'm talking about yet, but you'll see. And in the beginning, everything was like a bit new and, of course, unknown and complicated. And then over time, it started to be easier and all of that. So in the beginning, yes, it takes a bit more time because obviously you need to give more input. You need to familiarize yourself with the new tools, with things you haven't done before. But then, at one point, it feels super normal. So this is what I can say from my journey so far. As Maria said, I don't have a tech background. I'm tech savvy, I would say, but I don't have any AI or coding or whatsoever background, which actually has been something that has been blocking me in my business for some time. Okay, my overview changed. Should I share my screen, Maria? It's probably the easiest, right? Okay. So I'm going to show you what we set up, which is really amazing. Yeah, so to give you an example, the website, as I said, has been probably the biggest project for me. And I'm super, super happy it's live now. Obviously, before we set it up in Cloud Code, I already had an idea of the copy and the colors that I wanted to use. So we put all of that into the system and the website was born, which is really amazing. It's nothing too complicated, but it's exactly how I wanted to have it. And this is basically what we set up together. Here, if you click on the button, it leads you to my Calendly. So those things are connected. I have my client stories on here, which is super nice. So it's a separate page where you can read more about my client journeys, something that I wanted to have for a long time as well. And then here I have my free guide, which is based on also one of my master classes that I was hosting a while ago. So basically, we even set up a lead magnet that is embedded in the website as well, which I think is really, really cool based on the teachings from that session. And what I like the most about all of this is that now if, for example, in May, I was launching a secret podcast, which is based on, basically becoming a new mom and everything that has happened in my life and business over the last months. And what I can say is that, yes, in the beginning, it takes some time to, teach the tool and give it all that it needs. But now for me, it's such a massive relief in terms of time if I want to do something new. For example, with a podcast, I can show you. Looks looks like the website, but it's not. I was brainstorming the concept, obviously having the idea myself, obviously having the creative input that is not, brainstormed by the AI, but by myself. But I was giving it, like feeding it into the tool, and it set up this whole landing page for my podcast, which is really, really amazing. Here I embedded my newsletter sign up. So whoever wants to get access to the podcast episodes signs up here, lands in Kit. This is the newsletter tool that I use. The episodes. And yeah, this is basically a proper landing page. So as I said in the beginning, as someone who's not coming from a tech background, I would have never built this, or it would have taken me a long time to build this. And this was built within, I don't know, 2 minutes in a cafe while my baby is in the stroller and, I have some time to work. I was able to set this up, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, in terms of time, I can say it's a massive relief because I can, create things within a few clicks, within a few seconds. Same with my newsletter. Claude Code knows my design. Claude Code knows my colors, as you can see, because they're also reflected obviously on the website and the landing pages. I have one design, I write the newsletter, I tell it like here, to build the HTML, like all of this is just becoming so much easier. As we speak. And my absolute favorite thing is this one. So my business dashboard where I have my CRM. I'm not going to show this now because of data privacy reasons. But here I have my CRM. I have all my contacts in there. Obviously, this is compliant and safe. Maria is really good in making sure that the privacy and data regulations are met as well, which she is better in explaining than me. And then here I have my content, which is absolutely amazing as someone who always struggled with a content plan and content pillars. I find this overview to be really amazing. I have here ideas that I haven't posted yet, but they're saved in my vault. So whenever I want to get back to them, they are here, which is absolutely, I love it because everything is in one place. So this is what I can show so far. As I said, in terms of time, a massive relief for me as a new mom who doesn't have any or very little time. It's super great. And it just gives me the masculine structure that I was missing for a long time. And my favorite thing of the life aspect of the system, because now I only showed the business relevant things, is my dream analysis. So I used to already work with my dreams for a long time before in the past. And this is something we built as well, is a framework to analyze my dreams, which I absolutely enjoy as well. So just to give you an example also what it can look like from the personal, from the life aspect as well. And then obviously also nutrition and training plans, which are also fed with my data and my input. As a CrossFit coach and athlete, that's also really great. Now during pregnancy, I was working out as well up to the delivery date, and I could just create training plans inside my system because it had my data and it knew my schedule and all of this, which has been really, really great. Yes, that's it for now.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I know Maren is like a master of content. And I remember when you told me, yeah, I just planned all my content. And now I see like you actually planned all of your content for what, like 2 months? Like you scheduled it, like it's all there. That's so crazy. I wish my system would prompt me to do that a bit more.
Let's see if I'll actually stick to the topics. But yeah, I planned the
Yeah.
whole of June already based on my lead gen that I'm gonna run next month. So it's really great.
Yeah. And I think for those who maybe didn't see it in the dashboard that you showed, so that's a local file. So again, like all of the work itself happens within the terminal, so with Claude, and the dashboard is just and this is something that I noticed that is maybe one of the key things that like block people who are non-technical from using Claude is that looking at the text format can be quite heavy. So the dashboard is just like a visual format of showing what your system holds, right? So none of the stuff on the dashboard lives anywhere except in your system. So that's all just like pieces of text, lines of text in your system, but they are just visualized in a much more kind of friendly way for you to look at. But yes, you still write and you still do the work with Claude. Like it doesn't happen in a separate dashboard necessarily, just to clarify that potentially.